Good evening. I'm Katerina Castro with Lasting Weight Loss, and you can find us under lastingweightloss.net. And tonight we're going to talk about a survey which in 2009 through 2010, this was done by the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. What they found, obesity in America, more than 1 to 3 adults is obese. And if you look around, you see that. And it makes me so sad because I know what that's like to be in a body that makes me miserable, to have my thighs rubbed together, to be unable to do things, where tying your shoes is a chore, where you have clothes in your closet that you used to be able to wear that don't fit, and you kind of feel a little hopeless, feeling like they never will. Does this relate at all? Because I've been there. And if you've been listening, I did go from 187 pounds to 112 and maintained it. And then I even had thyroid surgery. Couldn't take the medicine. My body couldn't tolerate it. I went up to a size 14 again. But today I don't want to talk about me. I just want a little bit of introduction in case this is your first and you haven't watched the introduction or any of the others. But the whole issue stems from the fact that there are scientists literally making foods addictive. Can you imagine saying, "Oh, so what do you do for a living?" Well, you know, you're about 50 pounds overweight. I'm the cause of that. I actually spend hours every day, every week, just making food addictive. So when you eat it, you can't stop. Can you imagine? And yet it's true. And children, look at children today. Well, first of all, they don't exercise. They sit on these computer games and shoot people, and we can't understand why there's shootings in schools and children are being killed by their own cronies. I wonder. Anyway, getting back to the topic of obesity and how to remedy it. 1 in 6 children age 6 to 19 is obese. And truthfully, when I researched, obese technically means 10 pounds or more overweight. However, being 10 pounds overweight, yeah, that it makes a difference. It slows you down. You don't have as much energy. You don't feel as good. You can't move as fast. And in general, you don't feel so good about who you are. And anyway, so what to do about this? These statistics, how to not be a statistic, how to be healthy, happy, balanced. And that's what our program's about. And it's important. And for you, you might be thinking, oh, yeah, I know, and I want that, but I've tried, and I've tried this and that. And some people say, well, I've tried everything. Well, if you haven't tried Katerina Castro's proven program, which on Amazon and Google and Barnes & Noble, we're having great results because the weight actually stays off. And there's a program out there. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but they claim lasting weight loss as well. And seems she has evidence to back it up, but it's an 8-month program. Can you imagine waiting 8 months to have something that you could have in 8 weeks? That's quite true. So, what do you think? You want to listen to some more? I'll tell you our secret. And it's not such a secret. I'm trying to get it out to as many people as possible. So feel free to share this information. By learning how to increase your confidence level so you feel good about who you are, so you have the courage, the stamina, the perseverance to go after your goals, whether it's a weight goal, whether it's a job you want, whether it's additional income, whether it's a relationship, whether it's making a change in your health, whatever form of prosperity you're looking for. It's remarkable because 8 Weeks to Bliss, a proven wellness program with life-changing results, not only helps you do all that, but there are reviews on Amazon that have amazed me. You know, you try hard, but it's a God-given gift, what I've been given. And I was a guinea pig. I mean, seriously, think about it. I can relate because I've been there. I've been extremely obese. Yet I researched in 2003 because I didn't like who I was. And my story was I had gotten out of the hospital. It was my 17th hospital stay. I was young, 2003. I won't tell you exactly how young, but I was young. And I looked in the mirror, and it was a good thing. I hated it, but the condo I moved into, one full wall was a mirror. So I had no choice but to look at myself many times a day, and I did not like who I saw. I didn't like myself, never mind love myself. I couldn't stomach looking at myself. I was huge. I was unhappy to the point of being miserable and loathing myself. But today, thanks to this program and making a change in 2003 to research intently and find out exactly how to get thin, which I'd done. I lost 58 pounds before. I was so proud, got rid of all the clothes, thought, I've finally done it. Guess what? Not only did it find me, but an additional 13 pounds, something like that. And the statistic, and it is a statistic out there that 90%, that's a lot of people, not only gain the weight back that they've just lost within 2 years, but an additional, how much more do you think? Additional 10 to 15 pounds. Yeah. And if you talk to anyone that's struggling with weight, not only will they say it's true, they've experienced that more than once, I imagine. And what does that do to your self-confidence? It's grim. And I decided to do something about that. Well, truth, it was the Lord. He gave me the strength and perseverance to change myself. And if you're thinking, oh, I just can't get motivated, I've been there too, but the technique makes you think positive. And in 2003, I did not have the technique. So you're steps ahead of where I was. In the low self-esteem in 2000, I became a minister and I learned that exercise. They called it a self-esteem exercise. It was imperative if you're going to stand in front of people and preach that you feel good about who you are. And I didn't want to preach. I just wanted to be as spiritually fit as I could be. And I did do children's ministry, which is more my style. I love kids. They're just so real and genuine and honest, and I don't find that in many adults. And that's another reason I'm doing this program, because it does make you physically the right weight. And it depends how long you want to do it. I've had people want Part B because they lost the 16 to 20 pounds in 8 weeks. The men lose about 20. I had, as I mentioned, I had a woman lose 10 pounds in 1 week. It depends on you, what you're willing to do, and also where you're at. Because our suggestions not only work, but thanks to the technique that makes you think positive, and that's from metaphysics, the spiritual study of energy. There's a weird metaphysics, but this is solid about health, wellness, weight loss, and balance, because that's what I studied for 8 years. Because you know what? If you're going to help yourself, you need to know what you're doing. And if you're going to help others, you really need to know what you're doing. And according to the people I've worked with, not only do I know what I'm doing, but I'm able to teach it so they know it. And one woman lost 46 pounds, and she was quite overweight. And she said, I know exactly what to do to lose more when I'm ready. And it's quite a shock all of a sudden when you have this total transformation within 8 weeks. That is amazing. Anyway, so you know the statistic. Over 1 in 3 adults is obese. 1 to 6 children, age 6 to 19, is obese. That means we have a lot of unhappy people in this world. A lot of people that can't look in the mirror and feel good about who they are. So I'm an example of how you can change. We have a program that's proven, and you will change. It's not expensive considering what you get, but don't let money be a factor. Call me, email me, but go to the website, lastingweightloss.net, not .com, .net. Big difference in the price there, ridiculously. And actually look at video testimonials. They're 1 minute long, not going to take your time. And I didn't tell people what to say. I actually did say, come from your heart. And interestingly enough, they all had something different to say. That program, the same program, they were in the same group. They learned the same things, yet each one of them had some gold nugget, something that completely changed their life. And each of them, it was something different. One talked about how the self-esteem exercise had made her make so much more money in her business. Another talked about his diabetic condition. Not only had it improved, but to the point where he no longer needed a $600 shot a month. And we've had people, their doctors have taken them off their cholesterol medicine. It's incredible. One woman said, I saved so much more time. And I have more energy. And I lost weight. Sounds pretty good. And another woman said the positivity technique completely changed her entire life. Can you imagine? And they all benefited from all of that, but those were the things that were most important to those people. So I want to help you. I want you to have balance. I want you to enjoy life. I don't want you to be concerned about your weight or feel uncomfortable in a bathing suit, because they'll tell you. I actually bought a bikini I haven't successfully wore one of those since I was 6 years old. I don't wear it yet. I'm trying to get toned, but I'm actually okay being 125. I have had thyroid surgery and couldn't take the medicine and blew back up to a size 14. But I did sustain that 75 pounds for over a decade because this works. And obviously, once I got rid of, actually I was diagnosed with cancer, but it didn't end up being that. And I'm sure that was the Lord taking care of me. So if you have thyroid issues, which so many people do, particularly women, we've got a change in food plan for that. And it works. And you too can overcome basically anything. There's a Christian song called Overcomer by Mandisa. I suggest you listen to it and know it's possible. In metaphysics, we learn there's a solution to everything. Every issue, every problem that you have, there's a solution. Sometimes we need guidance, we need insight, we need knowledge, we need wisdom to know how to overcome that. And this program, it's astounding. I can't believe it's in my lap, and I feel a responsibility to get it out there, particularly before New Year's resolutions, before people get completely ripped off and invest time, money, and energy into something that doesn't work because it's a diet, and diets don't work. You can't stay on them. You can't continue to afford all the junk you need to keep it going. You can't stay motivated. But with this, it's natural, it's healthy. You can basically eat food from restaurants, from grocery stores. We just teach you what to eat. And not only that, for your blood type, because it makes a difference. Depending if you're an A, an AB, a B, or an O, there are foods that are beneficial to your body. And with each blood type, they're different. There are also foods that you really should avoid. I'm a type O. You know, I tried being a vegetarian. I tried being a vegan. It didn't work. I actually gained weight. How can that be? Type O's need red meat 3 times a week. And guess what? I have my grass-fed beef without antibiotics, without hormones, which is essential. When you're eating food that has hormones and antibiotics in it, you gain weight. That's what they do to the animals so they can sell more. So when I do that, I feel great because I'm feeding my body what it needs. Do you think these diet programs are going to tell you that so you're successful and you no longer need them? I don't think so. My goal always, and it always has been, and over 30 years as a therapist, I can say my goal has been, I've been successful at, helping people get from where they are to where they want to be as quickly and inexpensively as possible, because I live by the golden rule. I wish more people did, and that's why my focus right now, and it has been, to help as many people in a day be balanced physically, emotionally. And with a degree in psychology and a top therapist, we work on those emotional issues. And the book has 17 exercises. How many therapists have given you exercises? Seriously. how many therapists did you see? Not 8 weeks, 8 months, some people 8 years. It's ridiculous. Because you know what? If they knew what they were doing, if their lives were balanced, guess what? They'd help you like that. A lot of therapists are into this, and they want you coming week after week. Sure, it became national. My price was right, the quality was incredible, but people benefited so much. Some people, and still, once a year, I'm serious. Because you know what? When you know what you're doing and you're so well read and you've experienced it yourself, you know a lot. And I am guided by God. And if that bothers you, I don't talk about it. I don't push it at you. I truly believe in positive energy. That's what it is. So, what do you think? I understand. So go ahead, go to lastingweightloss.net, listen to the video testimonials, read some of the blog articles, and press that free 15-minute session button. We'll schedule a time, and we'll talk. We'll problem solve. We'll answer your questions. We'll have solution. You'll have a lot of information. You'll try it. You'll be impressed. You'll be delighted. And if you're like most people, you'll sign up. Because in 8 weeks, with a small investment of $399, you can have the lasting results. You can lose the 16 to 20 pounds or more in that 8-week process. I had people want segment B so they could lose more. And the camaraderie in that group is amazing because I don't have groups of 30 people. I keep it to 10 to 12, and with Zoom we may get a little bit more, but having that closeness is important because you share more. When you share more, you heal more, and that's my goal. So, I thank you for listening. And we've talked about statistics, we've talked about solution, and you have a choice right now. Do you want to stay a statistic, being obese, or do you want to be healthy, to be happy, to be prosperous, to enjoy life? That I can't do for you. But at least investigate. See what's available to you. And maybe you're not ready, and that's okay. It really is. I know for me to see the metaphysician that completely changed my life by working on my emotional issues and teaching me about anything and everything and food choices and best way to lose weight and be healthy, be balanced, and actually became balanced, obviously. And she taught me that technique to think positive, which is the reason the cravings go away, which is the reason I wanted to exercise, continued to, because I did lose 60 pounds on my own before I met her. And that just came with a strong will to no longer be miserable. And I did the daily inventory, which of course is in the book. And I noticed week after week, month after month. And I read back about 2 weeks worth of doing a daily inventory every night, answering questions. I was always concerned about my weight. I always said I needed to lose weight. And I always said that I felt unhappy, and the light bulb went off, and I thought, you know what? Why not change? the C word with another C word, commitment. People don't like those words, but you know what? That's what brings happiness. That's what brought my happiness, and that's what's going to bring your happiness. So, choose to be happy. Choose to be balanced, and you'll be blissful. 8 Weeks to Bliss, a proven wellness program with life-changing results where our research is weight loss. We also talk about anorexia and bulimia, which I'm not a specialist on. However, I do know that program works for any. And we have Marja Lane, my teacher, who is versed in that I can refer you to. And truthfully, since the good Lord guides me, I'm sure I can help you with that too. But I'll be honest with you, that's not my specialty, but I've lived the other. And being in support groups for over 20 years, I've been friends and helped people with bulimia. And my good friend Julie in college died of anorexia I think it was about 2 years after we graduated. And I had just been with her. We went to the mall, Oak Brook in Illinois, and she told me that when she was a child, young girl in school, they teased her about her weight problem. Well, that's how it starts. I don't want anyone to die like my friend Julie. I don't want anybody sticking their tongue or rather their finger down their throat to regurgitate. I want people to be healthy, happy, and balanced. I want a healthy, happy world, and it starts with you. And remember, your success is our joy. So, ta-ta for now, and I look forward to talking to you, because I know you're going to at least research, and I know you'll be pleased, and if you're ready, and if you're not, that's okay. At least you know we're there, and we're just going to have more results, more successes, and you'll be more convinced. And don't let the price bother you, because that may be a lot for you. I'll work with you. I really will. Right? You're worth it. Okay, we'll talk soon. Ta-ta.